Shiba Inu has experienced an urgent event. Whales are going crazy. The supply of exchanges is decreasing. Millions have been confiscated. Additionally, this is an ideal moment to eliminate a few zeros from the Shiba Inu. Will this ultimately initiate the fantasy rally that we have been anticipating? Alternatively, what is the genuine situation? Well, allow me to elaborate. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. The price of Shiba Inu has recently experienced a decline. Yes, however, there is no need for alarm at this time. However, we began to observe intermittent green flashes. However, this is the point at which the situation becomes increasingly chaotic. A significant number of Shiba Inu are being sold off exchanges. We are discussing the extraction of a substantial portion, which typically indicates only one outcome. Someone, or a group of someones, intends to maintain its security. Additionally, individuals are abuzz. Are they privy to information that we are not? Are whales reacting on inside information? Is there a possibility that something significant is imminent? However, let us refrain from making any premature assumptions. Although this action is substantial and undoubtedly not arbitrary, it may only serve as a temporary restructuring. It is possible that we are closer to a reversal than we initially believe. However, before we delve into the potential future, it is important to briefly review the current state of the Shiba Inu's price. Therefore, the following is the information. An analyst observed that the horoscope of the Shiba Inu is not looking particularly optimistic at the present. The price was reduced without encountering any genuine opposition. That is somewhat unusual. Consequently, the descent was perceived as more abrupt than anticipated. The token had been trading slightly above a critical level, the 50-day moving average. However, it promptly retreated below it, which should serve as a warning to speculators. This is concerning due to the rapidity of the rejection. It is the type of movement that implies that the recent rise may have been more motivated by momentum and enthusiasm than by genuine purchasing pressure. The Shiba Inu was gradually emerging from a strong foundation, and the situation appeared to be improving. However, the volume and energy were insufficient to penetrate the more severe resistance levels at the summit. Additionally, this is an additional eccentric item. A shocking revelation was recently disclosed by an analyst. It has been discovered that the Shiba Inu team has been discreetly. The cryptocurrency market has torched were more than 27 million tokens, which were subsequently sent to defunct wallets and are now permanently lost. That is a substantial reduction in the supply. Additionally, the following is even more bizarre. Right now, the commotion is not solely caused by burns. Whales are in a state of utter chaos. According to reports, the availability of Shiba Inu on exchanges is rapidly decreasing. Whales have recently removed nearly 700 billion coins from centralized exchanges. It is not merely a trivial maneuver either. Although some tokens continued to trickle back onto exchanges, there was a substantial net withdrawal of over 100 billion. That has sparked a conversation among all members of the community. A distinct pattern is evident in this instance. The price of Shiba Inu has been striving to maintain a critical threshold. Additionally, it has not experienced any crashes, despite the fact that it has been somewhat unstable. In the interim, the narrative is being distorted by the numerous behind-the-scenes operations, including the shipping of whales and the occurrence of enormous fires. There is an abundance of activity on the blockchain. It appears as though all indications indicate that a significant transformation is imminent. These types of actions are typically indicative of the long-term perspective of major actors. They are not involved in this for the purpose of a fast reversal. This is a strategic move. They are witnessing an event. It is possible that they are organizing a significant rally. Furthermore, that ought to generate enthusiasm within the community. However, what is the rationale behind this excessive optimism? As a result of the ongoing increase in demand and the subsequent decrease in supply, a single flare is sufficient to elevate prices. Shiba Inu is manifesting all the indicators of a significant event being imminent. Decreased supply, increasing demand, and significant financial actors making their movements. That is a prescription for an eruption. Now, this is the point at which the situation becomes truly intriguing. Do you recall the recent statement made by Satoshi Kusama that he intends to resume his employment? Additionally, he did not merely state it in a composed manner, rather he conveyed an excited tone. He suggested that he is resolute in rage. What is transpiring? Whales on a rampage, massive fires, and tokens fluttering off exchanges. Please, it is difficult to resist the urge to join the dots. Do the whales possess knowledge that we do not? Is there a secret agenda in motion? And here's the thing. You may not even need to overthink all of this. For what reason? Due to the fact that a single analyst has already presented it. He detailed precisely what Shiba Inu would need to do in order to achieve the legendary $1 mark. The doubters have been heard by all. There are numerous crypto enthusiasts who are of the opinion that the Shiba Inu will never reach $1. Conversely, there is a fervent group of believers, particularly within the Shiba Inu society, who assert that it is feasible. Da Vinci Jeremy, the well-known Bitcoin bull, recently expressed his opinion. He asserts that in order for Shiba Inu to achieve that elusive figure, it would require a market capitalization of approximately 600 trillion. Certainly, that is an arbitrary figure. It seems absurd, doesn't it? Hold on, the story does not conclude at that point. Lucy, the spokesperson for the Shiba Inu marketing crew, recently shared a perspective from ChatGPT. Yes, even artificial intelligence is participating in this discourse, and it did not reject the concept. It was literally stated that it is not impossible to reach $1. It will necessitate a perfect. The current market capitalization of Shiba Inu is less than $8 billion, and the price remains significantly below 1 cent. Therefore, in order to achieve $1 without inflating the market capitalization to an unrealistic figure, nearly the entire supply would need to be destroyed. In other words, 99.99% of it has been eliminated. This would result in a mere few billion tokens remaining in circulation, which is approximately equivalent to the current market capitalization. At that juncture, the price of $1 becomes logical. The following is the most astonishing. This is precisely what we are beginning to observe. Currently, the Shiba Inu crew is concentrating exclusively on burns. There is no levity on their part. Combine this with the fact that whales are consuming every ounce of Shiba Inu they can from exchanges, and the scenario begins to take shape. The components are in motion. The stars? They are beginning to align. And if this impetus continues to accumulate, the community continues to flame, and the major actors continue to accumulate, this prediction becomes less improbable. It begins to feel genuine, and when this occurs, it will transform lives, not if. Numerous members of the Shiba Inu community may be contemplating life-altering wealth. We are discussing the creation of new entrepreneurs, the unparalleled strength of the Shiba Inu, and its transformation into a genuine force in the cryptocurrency industry. The foundation is being established. The conflagration has been ignited. Presently, we are merely observing the subsequent events, and Shiba Inu's destiny is glistening even as it looks forwards. This is not solely due to price action, rather it is due to the ongoing development of the team. In a low voice, consistent. If individuals are discussing you, it is because you have made an impression. She also stated that if one is utilizing the brand of another in order to gain attention, they have already lost. No shortcuts are required for genuine success. It is evident in the outcomes. And that is precisely what Shiba Inu is currently engaged in. While others pursue speculation, Shiba Inu is consuming tokens, expanding the ecosystem, and garnering significant attention from long-term believers and investors. This is not mere noise. However, what is your perspective on this matter? Comment in the space provided below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it, and subscribe to the channel.